Hi, now I'm going to tell you how you can create a dynamic chart using checkboxes. In the warehouse module of the Easy Supply Chain Solution sheet, you can find a dynamic graph chart which can be operated using checkboxes. So when you check this checkbox, you see that this chart is not available. So based on your criteria, you can select any you can select a few checkboxes and you can see the its effect playing on this dynamic graph. So I will show you how to create this using 3 checkboxes, and you can replicate it. You can replicate the same for as many as you wish to. So let us now go to a fresh Excel sheet. So first we will need this data to be able to replicate this. So I have already created some example data which I'll just copy. So there is nothing in this data except for item, the months Jan, Feb and March, and the number of sales of body lotion in Jan, Feb, March, the number of sales per unit, the number of unit sales for a body wash in Jan, Feb and March months, and the number of sales of units of water in Jan, Feb and March. So this is very simple data. I have not applied any formula here. So now I will change this this data into a table. My table has header, so I'll click on OK. So now to create the checkboxes, I will need a reference table from which is copied from this table. So I'm going to copy and paste this table here. I have just done a simple Ctrl+C and a Ctrl+V. So now I'm going to create checkboxes, but before I create checkboxes, I'm going to show you where the reference is going to come from for the checkboxes. So we are going to create a graph chart in which during the months of Jan, Feb, March, April can be used, and the items are shown here. So when I uncheck body wash, the body wash sales for all months disappear. So similarly in our example, when I will be unchecking for body wash, the body wash sales for all these months, these numbers would disappear. So first we will need to learn how to create a checkbox. To create a checkbox, you will need the developer tab, which is not enabled in my Excel sheet. You will have to go into options and go to customize ribbon, and then you'll have to click on this developer checkbox, and then you have to click on OK. So now you see that this developer tab has come here. So in this developer tab, you go into this insert controls button in the controls subgroup. In this we have to select the checkbox form control button. So now you select this and you create checkbox here. You can do Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. You can do a copy paste and you can create 3 checkboxes because we have 3 items here. So I'm going to do a Ctrl+V once, a Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V once more. Copy and paste. So now we have 3 checkboxes. Okay. So this checkbox, I'm going to use it and I'm going to rename it to our first item, which is body lotion. So the second checkbox is the body wash, and I'm going to rename it to body wash. Enlarge this checkbox because the text is not visible completely. And the third checkbox is water. So now we have our 3 checkboxes ready. So we will have to give the reference to each checkbox. So you have to right click on this checkbox button and go to format control button. Here you have to give the cell link for body lotion. So the cell link for the body lotion will be this, because I want to check the true or false from here. So you check this and you click OK. If you check this body lotion checkbox, it will show a true data in this reference cell which we have just given, and if you uncheck it, it will give a false. So this is the same thing which I will be doing it for the other checkboxes too. Right click, format control, and give this cell link. Click on OK. Same thing, just check once. When you check it, it becomes true, and when you uncheck it, it becomes false. This is the same thing even for water. And now you click on OK. We are just testing it once more, and yes, now these checkboxes are ready. Let us first draw a normal graph chart, then we will attach it to checkboxes. So I just select the data in the reference table and I go to this chart. So I'm going to use a stacked chart because I want the sales of all these months, Jan, Feb and March. So I will choose this design because it's more easily visible. So now I'm going to link these checkboxes to this table. So how I'm going to do that is through a simple if function. I will give an if this is true. In an if function, we know that if the first you give the logical test cell, and then you write the value if it is true and the value if it is false. So if this body lotion checkbox is checked, is because it is unchecked, now it is false. So since it is false, I would want a different value, and if it is true, I would want a different value. Because if it were true, I would want it to show me the value of body lotions unit sales in Jan, which is 2044. So this is my data, and after this I will give the data for false, which is NA, which will mean that the chart will simply disappear. So I have to make this constant. Yes, that's it, I'm done. So since body lotion is unavailable for the month of Jan, you see that Jan's body lotion's color, which is blue, is not there. So now I'm going to drag it and do the same for this. So since all three are unchecked, we see that this whole thing is not there. Now I'm going to do the same thing for body wash and water as well. It's the same if function. If this is true, then the value is this, and if it is false, the value is this. Now I'm again going to drag it, and the same thing here as well. If this value is true, which connects to the water checkbox, press on F4 so that it gets locked. The true value is this, and the false value is NA, bracket close. So now you see that all these are fixed, and now we are ready with our dynamic chart using the help of checkboxes. When I uncheck the body lotion, you see that we don't have the data for body lotion. Suppose I only want to check the data of bottled water sales in the months of Jan, Feb and March. I get this data from this chart. If I want to select body lotion and water, I get the data from these two charts. If I want all three, I get the data from these three charts. So based on the number of items you have and the number of months you have, you can customize this to get this data, which we have used in the warehouse model in our Easy Supply Chain Solutions Excel.